A big win for President Trump today as the Supreme Court denies Democrats access to grand jury material from Robert Mueller's Russia investigation, at least for now anyway. The court agreed to hear the administration's appeal of a lower court ruling that the documents be turned over to the House, which likely would not happen until after the 2020 election. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler putting out this statement saying that he is confident Democrats will prevail. Let's bring in Tom Dupree, former Deputy Assistant Attorney General. Thank you so much for talking to us. How big of a win is this for the president?
It's a pretty significant win for the president, Julie. The fact is the Democrats were very eager to get their hands on these documents. These are grand jury materials and other materials connected with the Mueller report that have never seen the light of day. And what the Supreme Court decided this morning is it didn't resolve the case on the merits, but what it did say is that it won't be deciding the case on the merits until long after the election is over. In all likelihood, not until the year 2021.
Okay, so then what can we expect from SCOTUS on Trump's tax returns, by the way?
Well, that is going to be decided on Monday in all probability. Monday will be Trump tax day in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will decide a bunch of related cases. Some of them involve efforts by the House Democrats to get a hold of Trump's tax returns. Another case involves efforts by the New York District Attorney to get his tax returns. And my prediction here is that the Supreme Court may actually take a different approach with regard to the two requests. It's always hazardous trying to predict the outcome of a Supreme Court case based on the justices' questions from the bench, but they definitely seem very concerned, certainly in the context of the House demand, about reopening the door to presidential harassment and to politically motivated investigations that could wind up hobbling the president and preventing him from carrying out the duties of his office.
Right. I want to show you a new study on our screen, finding how the networks cover all of this. The networks NBC, ABC, and CBS. Take a look. Spent nearly 25 minutes celebrating the Supreme Court's liberal victories. They spent 0 minutes on the recent conservative victories during evening broadcasts. So there's a message that's being spread across the country by the media, but this is nothing new. But what do you make of it?
Yeah, and look, I mean, in a way, it's unfortunate in that so much of the Supreme Court's docket these days seems to be politicized, with certain networks and others kind of zooming in on the political consequences. And we saw that in the House Democrats' efforts to get a hold of this material to use for political purposes. So in that sense, it's not really surprising that a lot of outside observers look at the Supreme Court and draw political conclusions or focus on the things that they like politically or don't like politically, when at the end of the day, the Supreme Court, I think, is doing its absolute best just to decide these cases in an apolitical way, fairly and consistent with our Constitution and the rule of law.
All right, Tom Dupree, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on.